September, not May. And the track is of dirt, not of pavement. And the distance around it is 1 mile, not 2.5. We are in Indianapolis, however, live, coming to you live and in color on Wide World of Sports today for the Hoosier 100. The drivers, however, are basically the same field that you saw at Indianapolis. Last year's Indianapolis 500 winner, Mario Andretti, is here, and the famous A.J. Foyt, who has won this particular race an unbelievable 6 times. Jimmy McElreath, and there is the man who's going to be seated on the pole. That's Johnny Parsons, Jr., a surprise winner of the pole position here, son of a former Indianapolis 500 and USAC national champion. Alongside him will be another surprise, number 77, Sam Sessions. However, as we say, all of the big names are also on hand, from A.J. Foyt and Mario Andretti to Jimmy McElreath, who surprisingly won the big race, Ontario, California, at the new track out there last weekend. Good afternoon, I'm Jim McKay, and it should be quite a day. As I said, all this is coming to you right at those. We're back again live at the Indiana State Fairgrounds on the pace laps preceding our coverage of the Hoosier 100. A top field of drivers, and let's start running down those first rows for you. On the pole, as we said, surprisingly, number 39 will be Johnny Parsons, Jr., a former Los Angeles policeman who said, gee, that wasn't quite the thing he had in mind. He'd rather do what his dad did before him, drive race cars. Next to him will be the 35-year-old veteran Sammy Sessions, a versatile man at all divisions of USAC driving. On the second row, number 98 there is Bruce Walkup in J.C. Agajanian's familiar number 98. And next to him, the 6-time winner of this race, but racing in bad luck since this race last year. In fact, this was the last race he won, A.J. Foyt in car number 7. In the third row, another surprise, number 52 on the inside is Bob Harkey. And next to him, number 2, Al Unser, the winner of this year's Indianapolis 500 and the hotshot of the USAC Tour. They're going to give them one more lap. In the fourth row will be number 19, Bill Puterbaugh, and number 58, Ralph Ligori. In the fifth row, 41 will be Greg Weld, and 94, Bentley Warren. Then comes the sixth row, number 12, Will Cagle in the car ordinarily driven by Lloyd Ruby, and number 9, Mike Mosley. In the seventh row, 2 of the stars of the United States Auto Club racing circuit. Jim McElreath, who just last weekend won the first running of the California 500 at the new Ontario, California track out there. Number 14, Jim McElreath, and right next to him, the reigning USAC national champion, Mario Andretti, in car number 1. In the next row, number 31 is Jimmy Malloy, number 24, George Snyder, and in the final row, number 82, Carl Williams, and number 70, Jerry Pound. To give you an idea of the competitiveness of qualifying here today, the former Indianapolis 500 winner, Bobby Unser, was not able to qualify. Neither was Wally Dallenbach, who actually had good enough time to qualify, but then his car ran into trouble. Gary Bettenhausen didn't make it, nor did Johnny Rutherford, who was on the first row at Indianapolis this year, or Larry Dixon, or Arnie Knepper, who had a slight accident. But now we're standing by, hoping for the green flag. It's going to be quite an afternoon on ABC Sports. Stanford at Arkansas coming up after this, except in California, the green flag is out there racing. Into the first turn it goes. Sam Sessions trying to get out in front of Johnny Parsons. But Parsons holds on down in the low groove. Sessions trying to move on the outside to take the lead quickly. They're side by side. A.J. Foyt is right behind them, though. It's Sammy Sessions taking the lead, and here comes A.J. Foyt, blasting past Johnny Parsons. And so it's Sam Sessions and A.J. Foyt. A.J., remember, 6-time winner of this race, won this race last year and hasn't won a race since. It's been a very tough year for A.J., both personally and professionally. But right now he's chasing Sammy Sessions. 1 lap going by of the 100 schedule. A.J. going low and not, being shut off by Sammy Sessions very effectively. With me in the booth is our constant companion on these racing telecasts, the editor of National Speed Sport News, Chrissy Katamaki, and watch A.J., Chris. Looks like he's got him.
And that Ford engine car zoomed right by the Omnium Sessions. Sessions got this ride, Jim. Moments before qualifying started, when the car's regular driver, Toby Tobias, could not compete because of an injury sustained in a sprint race last night in Eldora, Ohio. And now A.J., winner here last year, amid the cheers of the fans, has taken the lead.
So it's the veteran star, A.J. Foyt, the 6-time winner, and Sammy Sessions, the man who shouldn't have been here today, battling for the lead. In third place is Johnny Parsons. And in fourth place, Bruce Walkup right now in car number 98.
Bob Harkey lies 5th in the number 52 Opie. Mario Andretti started deep in the field, 14th, and is trying hard to move up, Jim, to catch the leaders. But A.J. Foyt has got this track figured out, and it's different than last year's Hoosier 100 in that the drivers are riding it low in the corners early in the going. It means that the cushion is not here for the beginning of the race.
Well, it's still A.J. taking that low groove. The track not as fast as it was last year. Either qualifying times were slow, as well as somewhat erratic. There is A.J. Foyt out in front, and there is Mario Andretti still lagging back in 14th position. And there you see the relationship between him. Mario with a long way to go before he can catch up with A.J. and have a battle like they had here for quite a while last year.
Mario is still in 14th position, Jim. He moved up a couple of spots in the early going, but was pulled back by the other competitors, so he's exactly where he started.
Okay, remember, Johnny Parsons is 3rd and Bruce Walkup is 4th. There's a look from our overhead crane camera. That gives you a beautiful view of exactly how they slide those cars through turns 1 and 2. Number 52, Bob Harkey, is in 5th place, and right with him now is Al Unser, this year's winner of the Indianapolis 500. And back in the pack, Andretti has passed one car, so call him 13th now instead of 14th. We'll keep an eye on Andretti and on Al Unser as they try to move up and challenge Foyt.
Very competitive field, Jim. The fastest qualifier was only 1 11/100ths of a second faster than the slowest qualifier, 18 positions back.
Okay, well, Al Unser is in 5th place right now. There is Al Unser, as you see him beginning to make his move. In 5th place, and he's moving up on Bruce Walkup in car number 98. As a matter of fact, he's now taken 4th place, and there he goes past Walkup. Not quite. He's still 5th. Walkup and Al Unser dueling right now as they come through turns 3 and 4. Unser won the dirt track race in Des Moines, Illinois on Labor Day this week. And now he's made that pass of Bruce Walkup. So he moves into 4th position as Al Unser. A.J. Foyt still out in front, about 150 yards ahead of Unser now. And in between them are Sammy Sessions, number 77, and Johnny Parsons Jr. in number 39.
Parsons' car is powered by a Chevrolet engine, and it was quite an achievement for a stock block car to out-qualify such a potent field, Jim.
Okay, and there you saw the relationship, and now we pan back to show the relationship from first to Al Unser. You can see how far these two cars are apart. Al Unser just about ready to make another pass. He's going past Johnny Parsons Jr., or is going to try to. He won't do it on turn 1. However, he's just a couple of feet behind him. Let's see what the action is on the straightaway. Al Unser, leading for the USAC championship. Winner of so many races this year, going after Parsons this time. Into turn 3. He almost had him, but not quite. The side-by-side. See if he can get him coming out of 4. That's where he made a pass on the last lap.
We'll bet that Johnny Parsons' dad, Johnny Parsons Sr., is watching with interest out in California. He won the 1950 Indianapolis 500. It was in the very first Hoosier 100 here, Jim, 18 years ago.
And now Al Unser is 3rd. Just 2 more cars to go. The only cars in front of him are A.J. Foyt, the leader, and Sammy Sessions in 2nd place. Parsons still hanging close on his tail, but Unser is really moving. In the Johnny Lightning Special, this fantastically well-prepared car of Parnelli Jones. Again, the relationship. You can see that he's getting closer to the leader. He's not only passing cars, but he is actually getting closer to A.J. Foyt.
You would think, Jim, that Unser would have lost a little of his competitive urge by now. He has already banked more than $350,000 in prize money this year.
Well, he had a little trouble qualifying today. He went out fairly early in the qualifying, had trouble with his car, had to come back in and be the last man to try to qualify. Still was able to move it up pretty well in the field, and now is passing cars with great regularity. However,
and he's really fitted to it. He knows every trick about it. Well, let's watch Al Unser now, this year's Indianapolis winner, trying to get by Sammy Sessions from Nashville, Michigan, and there he tries now on the inside going into turn 1. But
okay, didn't get him that time. Still setting up, and Sam Sessions knows he's got something terrible on his tail in the person of Al Unser and that well-prepared racing car. This is just the beginning, except in California, of a long afternoon on ABC Sports, and there goes Al, right past Sammy Sessions, taking over 2nd place in the race. Remember, he started in 6th position, has now passed everybody except A.J. Foyt. Except in California,